So unemployment is a phenomena in which a job seeker after due search is unable to find a job. But one important thing is he must be willing and able to work, and he must come under the age of 18 and 60 years. And still, if he does not has job and he is actively searching for it and he could not find it, he is known as unemployed worker. So unemployment is a number of people in a given area who are out of jobs. So unemployment is number, not percentage. Now we are talking about unemployment rate. Unemployment rate is percentage of people who are out of job, and this percentage is out of total labor force. So unemployment rate is calculated as number of people unemployed. I'm using UE for unemployed divided by labor force. I'm using LF for labor force multiplied by 100. And again, labor force is the number of people who are employed or unemployed, but um, they are searching for job and they come under the age range of 18 and 60. In UK, it is 65 years, but in all other countries, upper limit is 60 years. Okay, so keep in mind one important thing which I have told you earlier, that is unemployment is a number of people who are unemployed, and unemployment rate is the percentage of labor force that is out of job. Now coming to the very important topic, that is types or causes of unemployment. There are three types of unemployment or three causes of unemployment. Number one is frictional unemployment, and frictional unemployment is also known as transitional unemployment. Then is structural unemployment, and the last one is cyclical unemployment. Now we will have a look on each type of unemployment one by one. First of all, talking about frictional unemployment. So you have to keep in mind really important concepts relevant to frictional unemployment. So frictional or transitional unemployment is the unemployment of worker between two jobs. So this is unemployment of worker between two jobs. And it affects individual, right? It may affect individual firm or it may affect individual person. That's why it is not considered to be very harmful. If I leave my current job and I search for another alternative job, then till the time I'm unemployed, I'm seeking for that new job, I'm called frictionally unemployed. Frictional unemployment is caused by changes in seasons and switching jobs. It is caused by changes in seasons or caused by switching jobs. And multiple examples of frictional unemployment include in tutoring industry, if a tutor gets a tuition and he keeps teaching certain student for a given period of time, after exams he will get unemployed and now he will search for another tuition. So this faces unemployment, frictional unemployment. Similarly, in fishing business, fishing is again a seasonal. Fishing is a seasonal job, and similarly, fruit picking. Fruit picking is also a seasonal job, and similarly, a film actor who gets a contract of one movie, and once it is completed, he will get unemployed, and afterwards, he will have to search for another job. Frictional unemployment is also known as search unemployment, or it is known as wait unemployment, or it is also voluntary, known as voluntary unemployment. These are multiple names which are used for frictional unemployment. फ्रिक्शनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इतनी ज़्यादा हार्मफुल नहीं होती क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली वर्कर न्यू जॉब फाइंड कर लेते हैं. इसकी एग्जांपल हम इस तरह से भी ले सकते हैं कि समटाइम्स स्टूडेंट्स हु go abroad for education, for getting education while they are doing their university, they might be working as a salesperson at some store, but this job is not permanent job for them. They are doing it as a temporary arrangement. Once their qualification is complete, then definitely they will leave that job and they will search for another job which is as per their qualification. और फ्रिक्शनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इसलिए भी कॉज होती है कि पीपल आर सर्चिंग फॉर बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज, और फॉर दैट दे हैव टू लीव द एग्जिस्टिंग जॉब एंड सर्च फॉर अनदर जॉब। जी, स्ट्रक्चरल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को अगर हम देखें तो structural unemployment is unemployment of a worker between not between two jobs, rather it affects overall industry। जैसे हमने देखा था कि फ्रिक्शनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट किसी इंडिविजुअल को अफेक्ट कर रही है, स्ट्रक्चरल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट किसी इंडस्ट्री को अफेक्ट कर रही होगी। So very important things about structural unemployment include that structural unemployment affects the overall industry. Frictional unemployment affects only individual person or individual firm, but structural unemployment affects the overall industry. For example, we may talk about electronics industry, we may talk about education industry, and garments industry. If one industry is affected throughout the economy, then it is called structural unemployment. Structural unemployment is relatively harmful as compared to the frictional unemployment. Okay, so different reasons for structural unemployment may include technological changes, and changes in organizational structure, or sometimes it may be caused by changes in economic structure of an economy, or it may be caused by changes in law and order. For example, if new technology is basically introduced, then what will happen? It may cause unemployment in two ways. One way is that the new technology is very efficient and we need lesser number of workers to perform the same job. So some of the workers may be made unemployed. Sometimes the technology is so new that the existing workers, the workers who are already employed by the business, are not able to operate that technology, then again they will have to be made unemployed. Organizational structure, there are multiple organizational structures in organizations. Like at the top there will be a CEO, and under him there will be some basically sort of managers, and under managers there will be like coordinators, subordinates, and other workers. So there is hierarchy of basically organization, and there is chain of command. So इसमें फिर क्या होगा कि if any of the layer of this hierarchy is removed by the organization, then definitely that kind of workers will be made unemployed. For example, if we talk about a certain school, at the top there is owner of the business, owner of the school, then afterwards there will be the principals of each branch, then after principal or under principal there may be vice principals, and then after vice principals there might be like coordinators, and under coordinators there might be different teachers and other stuff. So if school decides to remove one layer from the hierarchy, let's say if school thinks that there is no need of principals for different branches, only one person can manage all the branches as a principal or cluster head or whatsoever they call it, then all principals will be made unemployed. Economic structure mein kya hota hai? In case of economic structure, what happens is employment may shift from primary to secondary and secondary to tertiary sector. If let's say कि organization was initially or certain industry was based on agriculture sector, and now we move from agriculture to industry, agriculture to let's say manufacturing or construction, then definitely some of the workers will be made unemployed. And similarly, if we move to the tertiary sector, again tertiary sector requires different type of people. So people working in primary sector or secondary sector will no more be needed to the organizations, and they will be made redundant. They will be made out of job. The last is law and order. Sometimes government passes some law to restrict some industry, or government may ban some industry, then definitely people working in that industry will be made unemployed. For example, if government thinks that fishing is causing coronavirus, let's say, and government thinks that fishing should be stopped for the time being, for let's say 1 year, 2 year, then definitely all fishermen will be made unemployed because there is no more fishing in the country. So overall industry, fishing industry will be affected. The last is cyclical unemployment, and cyclical unemployment is also known as demand deficient unemployment. And this is very harmful for the economy. Why it is harmful? Because it affects the overall economy. Economy may be economy of the country, or it may be economy of the entire world. So overall, if there is fall in aggregate demand and deficiency in the demand, then definitely it will cause cyclical unemployment, and it is really harmful because it affects individuals and companies in countries at large scale. Okay, so the reason for cyclical unemployment is decline in aggregate demand. We can draw a graph to show this type of unemployment like this. We have quantity of labor or employment on X, and this is origin point. On Y-axis we have wage rate. For example, if there is initial aggregate demand for labor and this is aggregate supply of labor, this is aggregate demand for labor, aggregate supply of labor, equilibrium wage rate is W, and equilibrium employment is, let's say, Q. Now, if there is deficiency in demand, then demand for labor will shift to the left from DL to DL1, let's say. If government forces organizations to keep wage rate at W, then equilibrium will move to point E1 and new employment will be Q1. So this is the people who are basically, this is the number of people Q to Q1 who are made unemployed. For a quick recap or review of this topic, types of unemployment are divided into three types. One is frictional unemployment, then is structural and cyclical unemployment. Frictional unemployment affects individual business or individual person or individual worker, and it is not very harmful because it affects one person, one business. Structural unemployment is more harmful as compared to frictional unemployment because it affects the overall industry. Cyclical unemployment is very harmful because it affects the overall economy of the country or economy of the world. Frictional unemployment may be caused by changes in season, job switching, and it is also known as surge unemployment, wait unemployment, or voluntary unemployment. Structural unemployment is caused by changes in technology, changes in organizational structure, economic structure, or law and order. And we took different examples to explain this. Cyclical unemployment is caused by decline in aggregate demand in the economy, and it shifts aggregate demand curve to the labor to the left, and as a result, there will be fall in employment and rise in unemployment. Okay, so now we can move to one question relevant to this topic. Okay, have a look on question number 20. Question number 20, which type of unemployment arose from the worldwide decline in the demand for electronic goods beginning in the summer of 2001? So the correct answer is D, because it is affecting one industry, that is electronic goods, industry relevant to electronic goods. So it will be a structural unemployment. Okay, now coming to question number 42. Question number 42 is, which type of unemployment is associated with a deficiency in aggregate demand? And whenever there is deficiency in aggregate demand or decline in aggregate demand, this is called cyclical unemployment. And frictional unemployment, so the correct answer is A, that is cyclical unemployment. Frictional unemployment is unemployment of a worker between two jobs. Structural unemployment affects not aggregate demand, rather it affects only demand of certain industry. And voluntary unemployment is a type of frictional unemployment in which one person leaves one job voluntarily and tries to search another. So it is frictional unemployment. So option A is correct answer.